We made a bingo, and today we're gonna react to Flygon HG's Black 2 Steel type only Hardcore Nuzlocke. If we get bingo, then we win, and the video will immediately end. If we don't, then Flygon wins. The bingo is below me, the chat is here, and we're ready to go. Let's have a look.
Fortunately, Black 2 and White 2 have a large number of potential Steel type encounters, including being one of the only games that gives the player access to a Steel type before the first gym badge.
How are you gonna get a Steel type before the first gym? You got Lucario. That's the only thing you can get until maybe Excadrill? Where do you get Magnemite? I can't remember where you get Magnemite, but there's not a whole lot of options.
So why don't we just get
You might die pretty early on.
Use Snivy so that my rival will have Emboar, who with his fire fighting typing should be the most difficult for our Steel types to face.
He made it purposefully difficult for him.
Ghetsis Ranch, where I catch a Riolu, a truly phenomenal first Pokemon for this playthrough. I name our little vigilante pup Robin Hood, and he
Relaxed nature. Relaxed nature, not ideal. You want speed on Lucario.
Snivy. And then, with a level up, Robin Hood
Lucario! We already got Lucario before the second gym, baby. Let's go.
Part Steel type Lucario. So, with my 525 base stat total.
None of us have seen this video. I haven't seen this video. We made the bingo, not knowing what was going to happen in this.
So, Charon's team has to suffer death by 1,000 quick attacks.
Okay, so what we want to happen here is you want him to have no losses before the second gym, because that's another point on the bingo.
Less damage in return, even after a workup or two.
He's also playing challenge mode.
Patterrz and Lillipup go down. Robin has gained enough experience to get to level 15, where he learns Force Palm. Charon gives me the basic badge, which fills the square-shaped space in my badge case.
Oh no.
Wait a minute, that's a rectangle. This video is sponsored by
God
Squarespace.
Damn it!
Squarespace is an online platform that helps you build and manage your own website.
How dare you
whether
transition
that's an online
like
store
that?
For your business or a personal blog for your pets. When setting
What
up
kind
a
of transition
website,
is
I've
that?
never known exactly where to start, and the process can often be needlessly complicated. You know, like identifying basic shapes. Like what the heck do you call this thing?
Oh, he's got jokes.
Fortunately,
He's got
with their
jokes.
all-in-one platform, Squarespace streamlines the whole process of creating a website from scratch, making it super simple to quickly design polished websites.
People be like, why don't you skip the sponsorships and miss this? Are you kidding me? Well, I'm gonna sign up to Squarespace and make sure to use his Flygon HG link.
As if one incredibly good Steel type in the early game wasn't enough, I can now head to the Verbank Complex and catch a Magnemity, which
good. Nothing needs to die here.
Very useful teammate throughout this challenge.
He said unshockingly.
The Hamburglar, and with 2 Steel types on the team.
Oh, it's not a nickname theme. All right, we don't get nickname theme. That's
should be no surprise
they're not connected.
Completely eviscerate Roxy and her poison types.
Wait, mispronounce? Did he mispronounce? He said a Pokemon name wrong?
Magnemity.
We got mispronounce his name, baby! Let's go!
Her lead coughing can't do a damn thing to Robin.
Ooh, right side's looking good.
Easily take her out with 2 returns.
Wait, it is a nickname theme! Chat, you're right! It's famous thieves! He's naming it after thieves. Robin Hood, the Hamburglar, because they're Steel type. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's such a good nickname theme.
But Robin Hood
I love that. That's so awesome.
One shot with a critical hit return. Fun. That just leaves Whirlipede. She tanks a return fairly well, but then generously locks herself into quad-resisted rollouts.
I have death before the second gym, and no losses in no losses in 2 gym battles. We're not gonna get death before the second gym. It's locked off now. We're not gonna get it. That's unfortunate.
And
that's a big L for us.
Meaning that now it's off to the big city. In the depths of the sewers, I head into Relic Passage, where I can catch a Drillbur in a dust cloud. I name him Aladdin, but for now he's not a Steel type, so he has to go into the box. So it's just the
that thing needs to die.
Against Bird
it has
and
to
his
die.
creepy crawlies. Fortunately, Bug is one of the 11 types that Steel resists. Berg leads with Dwebble, so I lead with the Hamburglar.
That's insane.
Berg hits a soft feint attack, made even softer by a held Eviolite, and then a Mirror Shot brings Dwebble down to his sturdy, activating a Citrus Berry. So Dwebble hits another soft feint attack, which
crit on Grimer? I don't think crit mattered.
Goes down to a Thundershock. More like Dweeble, am I right?
The crit didn't really matter there.
Next up is Carablast. This little pest starts going for Headbutt, hoping for a flinch, but he's unsuccessful and ends up taking a hard Mirror Shot straight to the face. An Endure means that he survives a Thundershock on the next turn, so Berg heals as we nail him with another Thundershock that conveniently
Sturdy activate. No, lives on 1 is for our Pokemon living on 1, chat.
Since they're dead to another crit, I switch out to Robin Hood on the next turn as Leavanny gets fully paralyzed. Then we start firing off pretty nasty returns.
Oh, damn it. Now Dwebble did? Okay. Do we count that? We're not counting Sturdy for living on 1. Okay.
Then we start firing off
crit death is for us dying, by the way. Crit mattered is for them dying.
Dodge another Grass Weasley, so Leavanny goes down in 2 turns. Overall, this battle has been pretty lucky. If Leavanny had managed to hit a Grass Weasley and gotten off a few aerial aces before we woke up, things would have been a bit different. But that's why you never rely on 55% accurate moves, kids.
Facts.
The final Pokemon, Shelmet,
Big
is
facts.
completely useless against Robin Hood, who's able to take him out with a few more returns, winning us another easy gym badge.
Where's Hugh at?
Wait to
Come on, Hugh, where you at? Come and kill something. Hugh, please, report to the video, please, and kill something now.
Bassa City, I have a very close call with a pesky Drillbur that almost takes out Robin Hood with a dig. Thanks to the fact that Elisa's level cap is 32 in challenge mode, I'm now able to evolve Aladdin into Excadrill, who is, of course, part Steel type.
Die. You need to
Excadrill
die.
is an
This thing needs to
absolutely
die.
incredible Pokemon.
If Lucario dies, we get one. If Excadrill dies, we get one. If Escavalier dies, we get one.
Naturally learns
Die.
Earthquake. I highly recommend using one if you find yourself struggling to complete a Nuzlocke in the Gen 5 games. With Rock Slide, Aladdin, Lannisters, Emolga, and Joltik, and then Diggs,
Die.
one-shot Zebstrika and Flaffy. It's
Oh,
fun
that's
that
such a
challenge
shame. You know
mode
why that's so
actually-
bad? Is that Zebstrika had overheat. Oh, no, does he? Does he have overheat? I know he has Flame Charge. He has Fire-type moves. So, in theory, this could have
ends up
worked.
being easier than normal mode in certain instances.
Emolga?
Possibly all instances, but more on that later. And by
We've only
the
have 4
sound of
points
that
so
funky
far.
music
It's not
in
looking
the air,
good.
You know that we've reached Driftvale City, meaning that it's time to face Clay, who is almost always one of the hardest parts of any Unova Nuzlocke.
Yeah, this is gonna be big.
can
Ground
get a
type.
few new
This is
encounters
huge.
before
This is
that,
huge for
though.
us.
From Route 6, I catch a goofy little Carablast who I name Ben Gates. For the question of the day, let me know in the comments what your favorite Gen 5 bug type is.
How many Gen 5 bug types are there?
Anyways.
Oh, Volcarona! Dude, how can you say Scolipede when Volcarona is literally right there? What's
Steel
going on, man?
types I can get
What's
from Chargestone Cave, but I'm gonna have to settle for
Ben
whichever
Gates?
one I find first, per Nuzlocke rules.
Ben Gates is the national treasure character.
Thanks to the level cap, we
Bonnie
can't
and
evolve
Clyde?
quite yet,
I know that
but
reference.
We can evolve the Hamburglar into their final form, Magnezone. You might think that Magnezone wouldn't be that useful into Clay, but with Sturdy, we are guaranteed to survive at least one attack, so who knows? Clay starts off the battle with his Krokorok, so I lead with Ben Gates, whose bug typing
Okay.
means that he resists ground-type moves. His
Go,
Shell
Firefang.
Armor ability also prevents crits, and since he's so slow, Clay's Pokemon shouldn't even go for Bulldoze at all.
Sandstorm's up. Not
As
that that's gonna do
Krokorok
anything.
sets up a Sandstorm, we hit him with
That's
a Bug
terrible. Why would you do that?
Then
Come on,
Krokorok
Clay.
just goes for a Torment before we finish him off with a Bug Bite. Onyx then decides that his time on this earth is over.
Explosion,
and goes
come on,
for
come on, kill it,
Explosion,
kill it, kill it,
which
kill it.
hits Ben like a bag of packing peanuts.
No!
Not to speak ill of the dead or
Come
anything,
on.
but that was pretty sad.
I think this is after the explosion nerf. Used to be the explosion with half your defense when you took damage. I don't think it does it after 4th gen.
The
I believe.
embarrassing conversation.
10
for Onyx
damage,
to
bro.
have when
Omega
meeting other
lol.
Pokemon in Poke Heaven. I can safely switch to Aladdin, who's holding an
die.
air balloon. This is
Oh,
now
he has
set
an
us
air
up
balloon.
perfectly for Clay's scary
Oh, he has an air balloon. He's so smart. Wow, I didn't even know you could get an air balloon before the 5th gym in this
Excadrill,
game. That's
who will be out
awesome
next.
prep right there.
And thanks to the level cap of 36 in challenge mode, Aladdin has just learned Earthquake, which does more than enough damage to take out our prickly foe. So,
Well
once
done.
Excadrill comes in, it's just a matter of clicking
Nah, that's
Earthquake
game.
for the one
That's
shot.
game.
That's the 5th gym badge obtained.
Damn it!
And catch a brave little Aeron, who I name Selena Kyle. With her joining the party, we now have a full team of 6. And with the new level cap, Selena is free to evolve all the way into Aggron.
This team's looking stacked.
At this point, my team is absolutely stacked, meaning that I'm not too
That's what I
worried about
said.
the fight against Skyla for badge number 6. She leads with Swoobat, so I lead with the Hamburglar. A Psychic does a small chunk of damage, and then we kill the bat with a single Electro Ball. That brings in Swanna second. The Aquatic Chicken manages to hit a pretty nasty Surf that would have
Good.
barely missed out on the kill if she crit. And then an Electro Ball obviously
Unfortunate.
takes
Doesn't
her
do
out in one
anything.
shot.
Will this dude please ask his viewers to subscribe? See, we're 13 minutes into it and he hasn't done the only 7% of my audience are subscribed. Come on, Flygon! How are you supposed
Lets
to grow
me
a
bring
channel
in
this
Aladdin
way?
for free.
Tell
Last
your
for
viewers to
Skyla is
subscribe
Skarmory.
already.
And
It's
this
on my
is a tad
bingo.
annoying since Skarmory is quite physically bulky and everyone other than Hamburglar
Do
is
it.
a physical attacker. So that's the 6th gym badge obtained.
6 gym
Rather
badges, we only have
fittingly,
4
my
points.
next encounter is a Skarmory from Reversal Mountain. Skarmory is also
It's not looking
incredibly
good right
difficult
now.
to catch, but after using up almost all of my Pokeballs, Prisoner 24601 is secured. This long stretch before the next gym leader has a handful of fights that can be pretty difficult depending on your team. One
Only
of these
that
fights is
Darmanitan
against
used
the
Flare Blitz.
Gentleman, and his
Unfortunate.
Lucario's
Sorry,
moveset
bro.
isn't exactly optimal, since his only attacking move is Bone Rush, making it completely free for Valjean to slowly take him out with Aerial Ace.
Valjean.
I guess it's on to attempt 2 for that sucker. Make sure to play around
Jean
the crit,
Valjean.
and maybe teach Lucario some stab moves. Anyways, everything else in this part of
A little bit of a side note, but the French accent is one of my favorite because they just sound like they hate you the whole time. You go into like a coffee shop and they're like, "Do you want milk in the coffee?" "No, we don't have fucking almond milk. We have normal milk. I don't care if you're lactose intolerant. Does not concern me."
His ridiculously high evolution level means that he's not super useful for the next gym leader fight, but he'll be back later. This means that it's time for Drayden. Up until this point, I've been pretty fortunate to not have to deal with any fire type
On
moves.
Drayden already?
Every single one of my Pokemon is
Oh,
weak to
no.
fire type moves, except Selena the Aggron. But on
Oh,
challenge
no.
mode, Drayden has an Altaria that knows Fire Blast. And
Yes.
given that Aggron
Good.
doesn't exactly have the best special defense,
Huge.
this is pretty scary. But I do have a plan. Drayden leads with Druddigon, and I lead with the Hamburglar. A Flash Cannon hits Druddigon hard, activating his Citrus Berry. He then just uses a Soft Crunch, despite also
Ah, it's
knowing
nothing.
Revenge.
Does
so a
nothing.
second Flash Cannon finishes him off.
Altaria Fire
That brings
Blast.
in
That's what we're
Flygon
relying on.
second. So I switch to Robin Hood, who's immune to Earth Power thanks to his held air balloon. Flygon
That still hasn't
outspeeds
popped
and hits
yet.
Robin with a Rock Slide, which
Oh, it's
pops
popped.
his air balloon. But
Ooh.
fortunately, it
Okay, that's
doesn't
good.
flinch, so we're able to one-shot my beautiful boy with an Ice Punch.
Okay,
That
this is
now
huge.
leaves
The air
an
balloon is
Altaria
gone.
with Fire Blast.
Yes. Yes.
And since Robin
yes.
Hood outspeeds, we can
No,
just hit
no,
him with another
no!
Ice Punch before he gets the chance to start firing off Fire Blasts. Robin resists all of his
Yes,
attacks,
D-dance,
so it's safe to
D-dance.
stay in.
Let's go,
Haxorus
let's go.
uses a Dragon Dance on
Come
his
on.
first turn
Come on,
as
no
we hit
freeze,
an
no
Ice
freeze.
Punch that does enough to activate a held Citrus Berry.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
we
Yes.
outspeed
No.
and hit Haxorus
What?
with another Ice Punch because
What?
he went for a Dragon Tail, which
No!
has negative priority and forces
Stupid
Robin
AI!
out into Bonnie.
It's
Drayden
okay, we
heals
still have a
with
chance.
Hyper Potion, but that's perfectly fine. Because a
No,
Gyro
that Gyro
Ball
Ball's
does a
gonna do
good
so
chunk of
much.
damage.
Oh my god, that's so much.
Then on the next turn, Haxorus hits a pretty hard neutral X Scissor,
Damn,
but thanks
that
to
does
Iron
nothing.
Barbs and Rocky Helmet Chip, a second Gyro Ball is more than enough to take out the terrifying dragon and win us the 7th gym badge.
Ah, it's so unfortunate.
We do have to
He's
face
had no
off against
deaths.
the afterthought that is the 8th gym leader of these games. Marlin leads with his Whale Lord, and I lead with the Hamburglar. We're able to outspeed and kill the gigantic fish with a single discharge. That brings in Carracosta second. So I
Shell
hit
Smash?
him with a Volt Switch, which triggers
Shell Smash.
Sturdy and
Shell
then also
Smash.
his held Citrus Berry. Then
Shell
I
Smash.
switch to Robin Hood on a
Come on.
fairly strong Scald. But on the next
Oh,
turn, an Aura Sphere
man.
takes out the Grumpy Turtle. So our Slash
Nice,
does basically
huge.
nothing. Then I hard switch
Has he
back to the
deathless the
Hamburglar,
whole
who gets
time?
hit by yet another Scald. Surprisingly, though, on the next turn, we actually just outspeed Mantine and knock him out with a Discharge before he can get off another move. Fortunately,
Nice.
I came prepared for this and gave her a Rossberry. So on the next turn,
What?
we just tank a Shadow Ball.
Dude, he's
and then
so good
finish
at
off
prep.
Jellicent with a Seed Bomb.
He's so
netting
good.
us the 8th and final gym badge.
Oh man.
And so begins the raid of
Come on,
the
evil team.
Plasma Frigate.
Evil team, please, please, evil team, get a kill. We need this.
Frigate. I don't know. After the first round of storming the flying ship, I can head to the center of the giant chasm and catch a Matang. This isn't the final encounter of the run, but Matang has a ridiculously low catch rate, so I decide to save myself the trouble and just catch them with a Master Ball.
Based. This thing has the same catch rate as Mewtwo.
Then
Completely
Fallen
viable
Visor.
option.
And after bullying a few Audinos, we suddenly have a freaking pseudo-legendary on the team. With Colin's help, we're able to pretty easily clean through the remaining mini-boss fights against Zinzalin, Chorus, and the Shadow Triad. But the final Team Plasma fight against Ghetsis is always a bit tough, since his
Come on,
team
get a kill,
features
get a kill, get a
variety
kill,
of
get a
pretty
kill.
powerful Pokemon. He also has an
Please.
Electros with Flamethrower, and several
Yes.
Pokemon that know Earthquake. But
Yes,
right before
good.
that, though, we do have to take down Kyurem Black.
Oh, that's gonna be
Fortunately,
easy.
His ice typing means that he's weak to steel type attacks. I
That's
lead
an easy
with
kill.
Dan Ocean, who has evolved into a Bisharp and will be an important lead into Ghetsis.
It's called Colonizer. Oh, I just realized it's called Colonizer, and it's named after thieves. Oh my
Kyurem
god.
prepares for a second free shock as we hit him with an Iron Head that
Brilliant
barely
name.
misses out
Brilliant
on one
name.
shot. With that, the fight against Ghetsis begins.
Come on, Ghetsis.
His lead
Let's go!
Rodriguez is completely useless into Dan Ocean. But even if he could threaten us, it wouldn't matter
Oh
because
my
Danny
God.
Boy one-shots the mummy with a critical hit Night Slash.
Oh, did the crit matter to kill the... Ooh, I think the crit mattered, actually. I don't think he would have one-shot it. We've done the calculations, and the crit certainly did matter. Even if it has max attack, adamant, they still need a crit. So crit definitely mattered.
So I switch out
All
to
right, Flamethrower, Electros,
who,
come on.
thanks to the special defense boost from the Sandstorm, tanks the Flamethrower pretty well. Then, with the help of a wide lens, we hit Electros with a Rock Slide that actually ends up critting and taking Electros out in one.
Okay, well, that crit also matters. I didn't even need to do the calcs, because that crit definitely matters.
Nice. That means that Drapion is fourth. Since he knows Earthquake, I switch to Bonnie, who walls him pretty well, especially with the leftovers support.
Come on,
Sniper
Ghetsis.
boosted critical hits would
Ghetsis,
still be
please.
pretty scary, but Bonnie is a lucky lady and manages to avoid a good number of them. I try to take
Come
out
on.
Drapion before Ghetsis gets a chance to heal, but we fall just short of the kill. Still though, a few Iron Heads finish off Drapion.
He's getting
before he
stalled a
can
little
take
bit
us out.
here.
In hindsight, I should have brought Ben Gates with shell armor to more reliably play around the crit, but it was tough to find a place for him on the team. Once Drapion falls, Toxicroak comes out 5th.
Come on,
So I
get a
switch
kill,
to
get a kill,
Pollen on
please.
Brick Break. Then they just
there's
have
no
to
way.
tank
It's
us off
not gonna
Shadow
kill.
Ball before a Psychic one-shots the Poisonous Frog.
Damn.
So last is
Come on,
Hydreigon.
Hydreigon.
After Life Orb Chip, we outspeed
Damn it.
and finish him off with a close combat,
what a
winning
shame.
us the battle against
What a crying
Ghetsis
shame.
and saving the world.
So we definitely don't get evil team get kills of Pokemon.
Whatever.
He's doing too well.
Which means
He's
that
doing
it's
too
off
good.
to Victory Road.
Wait,
Some
okay,
of
this is the
Victory
last chance for rival kills of Pokemon.
Road
Please,
trainers in these games can be very difficult to deal with, so you really have to be careful going through here if you want to make
Is
it
this a
out with your
deathless
team in
run?
one
No,
piece.
can't be.
In our previous fight, his Emboar was pretty easy to deal with since his only fire type move was Heat Crash.
He only
and
has
we
4
had an
Pokemon?
Aggron. But now that he has Flamethrower, I'm gonna need to be very careful. On more than one occasion, I've lost Pokemon in this fight, and it really sucks because it is right before the Elite Four. The law
Wait, his rival's called the Law because he's a stealer, because he's a thief. That makes sense.
leads with Unfezant, and I lead with Aladdin. I set up a Sandstorm, hoping that Unfezant will go for Swagger and activate my Person Berry, but he just uses Facade. So I switch to Ben Gates, who takes the hit
Does he
fairly
EV
well.
train?
Bouffalant goes for
feels like
Wild
he
Charge
does.
on the next turn, which in addition to dealing some recoil damage, also procs our held Rocky Helmet. We also do some light damage with Aerial Ace in return. This should be enough damage for Aladdin to come in and take him out. I'm a bit
Come on,
worried
please.
that Bouffalant will sometimes use Earthquake here instead
There's
of
an
Wild
Emboar right
Charge
at the
because
end, it
their
can get
damage
killed.
rolls do overlap.
Ooh,
So
Wild
I
Charge!
first switched
Nice
to
switch.
Valjean, knowing that
Nice.
he'll survive even a critical hit Wild Charge. And now that Valjean is immune to Earthquake, I can safely bring in Aladdin on another Wild Charge. Then, an Earthquake takes out the Law's stocky horse.
Come on,
brings
come
in
on.
Simipour
Emboar.
third.
Ooh, Simipour, nice.
So I switch to Bonnie on a critical
yes,
hit
Bonnie.
Surf. Then we tank a Brick Break as Bonnie paralyzes Simipour with a Thunder
Come on,
Wave.
come on,
This
get a
lets
kill,
me
get a kill,
switch
get a
to
kill.
the Hamburglar on the next turn, who's completely safe thanks to their sturdy ability, though Brick Break doesn't even do 50% anyways. Then, thanks to the paralysis, we can outspeed and kill Simipour with a Volt Switch, which lets me
Damn
safely
it.
bring in Aladdin as the Law finally brings out his Emboar.
Oh,
So,
what a
with said
shame.
Earthquake, Emboar falls, and we've won the final fight against the Law. Take
No, we don't get rival kills of Pokemon
that,
either.
70s Rock
No!
Band Clash.
Something die!
Finally, at long last, I've made it
He's
to the
too good at
Pokemon
this
League.
game.
All that's left to do is take on the Elite Four and the champion. But while preparing my team for this final challenge, I noticed that there was a massive problem in the form of Chantel's Chandelure. In challenge mode, her Chandelure has a Choice Scarf, meaning
Good.
that she'll be able to outspeed
Yes.
and one-shot
Yes.
every single one of my Pokemon with Fire Blast.
All
except
according to
maybe
plan.
Aggron. At the very least, I can use the rest of Selena's EV allocation to buff up her special defense. And
He said EV allocation. He's EV training. He's EV training. We got that. Yes.
let's see if they can finish this challenge with a bang.
Come on, we can
Saving
still
Chantel
get
for last,
bingo.
I
We still
decided to
can get
start with
bingo.
Grimsley. He leads
still
with
have a possible
Liepard,
bingo coming up here.
I lead with our very first team member, Robin. Liepard hits a normal gem boosted fake out, but thanks to Robin's inner focus ability, it doesn't cause a flinch, and he kills the Mad Titaness with an Aura Sphere. Crocodile comes in second and gets off an Intimidate, but that doesn't matter much since we've pivoted to being predominantly a special attacker. With
Smart.
an Expert Belt, an Aura Sphere cleanly knocks out the Crooked Reptile.
Muttering things left
Next
and
is
right.
Scrafty, who is too bulky to take
We've got to
out
pull
in one
something out
shot.
here. Come on, boys.
So I switch to Ben Gates on a Rock Tomb, which is mostly recovered by leftovers. We then trade off Brick Breaks and Aerial Aces. Scrafty is faster, but we do far more damage.
He's not going to lose anything in
Aerial
this.
Aces is all it takes to take out Grimsley's second Reptile, meaning that
But
forces
we have to keep in mind there's a lot of typing. I mean, this is a good Elite Four to battle against Steel
is
types.
sharp. So
Apart
I switch
from
back to Robin Hood
the
on
Psychic
an
one.
Aerial Ace. And a ×4 super effective Aura Sphere finishes her off in return. Last is Grimsley's Puppy, but my Furry Bait Puppy is better and is able to outspeed and
Teach
take her out with
Absol
one
Fire
last
Blast, you
Aura Sphere.
cowards.
That's the easiest of the Elite Four members defeated.
Okay.
Next up
Not a good
is
start.
Caitlyn. She leads with Musharna, and I lead with Aladdin.
This
And
should be a quite
Earthquake
easy
does
one,
a huge
too.
amount of damage to the little tapir, who ends up just missing a Hypnosis. We had a Chesto Berry in case she hit, but since she missed, I take the opportunity
Ooh,
to set
goes
up
to the
a
Sandstorm.
Why not? Musharna's
You're
second
asleep
Hypnosis
now.
connects, but the aforementioned Chesto Berry wakes Aladdin up,
Use
letting him take out
Chesto.
Musharna with an Iron Head on the next
Oh
turn.
my god.
That brings in Reuniclus next, who's pretty scary with Focus Blast. So I switch to Ben Gates, who tanks it moderately
Don't
well,
miss a single one.
especially with
Ooh, good
leftovers.
damage.
We dodge a second one on the next
Damn
turn,
it.
and then knock out Reuniclus with an X.
Damn.
That Focus Miss
That's
makes
unfortunate.
our life much easier because Caitlyn brings in Metagross next. With the speed drop, we're able to outspeed and finish off Caitlyn's Metagross with a Bulldoze on the next turn. So fourth is Gothitelle. She goes for a Calm Mind as we
Oh, that's a
retaliate
throw.
with
That's a
pretty hard
massive
Iron
throw.
Head. Thanks to the special attack boost, a crit will now kill Colin, so I switch out to Aladdin, who's immune to a Thunderbolt. Then an Earthquake is more than enough to take out the Hot Topic employee, especially with a crit. Last is Sigalith, so I stay in and hit her with a Rock Slide that leaves her in the red, but also gets the flinch. Not that that really matters, since
gets
Sigalith can't do much to us here.
Okay,
so
okay,
third
okay,
is
fine.
Marshall. He's a bit scary, given that steel types are weak to fighting types, but at the very least,
kill
Gates
some
and
things,
Colonizer
kill
take neutral
things.
damage. Marshall leads with Throw, and I lead with Colin.
Don't let the colonizers win. They always used to win.
Accurate Zen Headbutt. Punkelder is out next, so I hit him with a Psychic. That leaves him with a sliver of HP, but he just uses Bulk Up.
Bulk Up!
Fine by me. His held Flame Orb triggers a burn
Throwing!
Guts, but obviously a second follow-up Psychic brings him back down into the red, and then the Flame Orb triggers another burn. Marshall decides not to heal again, so a third Psychic takes out the Muscular Clown. But then Mienshao just uses Bounce.
Oh, come
I have no idea why he
on,
does that
Mienshao.
instead of a jump kick, but I'm not really complaining. Bounce comes down on the next turn and does paralyze Ben before he retaliates with a strong Aerial Ace and gets some HP back with leftovers. Mienshao continues to just go for Bounce, meaning that we really haven't taken much damage by the time he goes down to another Aerial Ace. So that just leaves Sock. He hits a pretty hard Brick Break before we're able to retaliate with an Aerial Ace.
No, he's not going to lose anything here. We're probably going to get no deaths in Elite 4, to be honest. That's good, though. We get no deaths in Elite 4.
And get fully paralyzed. I mean, that was inevitable, but it obviously really sucks. Ben's not surviving another Brick Break here. Everyone in the back is weak to fighting type moves other than Colin, who's at less than 50%. The only play I have to make is to switch in someone faster and pray that they survive a non-critical hit on the switch.
Oh, dude, if he lets Ben Gates go down now, we get Status Causes Death and Escavalier dies.
Also, absolutely
we got two.
Essential to beating Iris, so I really can't risk him here, which means it's up to
No,
Aladdin.
he switched!
I bring him in. Sock goes for Brick Break.
Please die, please die, please die, please die, please die, please die, please die. Yes, 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 yes.
Aladdin survives with 28 HP. So the little street rat is able to fire off an Earthquake.
We could have had,
Sock
dude,
out.
if he got a crit there, we could have had a crit death and Excadrill dies.
And
we could have, dude, we were so close to winning at that point.
That was a close one.
Oh, man.
But that wasn't even the Elite Four member I was most worried about. Remember, that was Chantel and her choice Scarf Chandelure, which is up now. Every single one of my Pokemon will bait Chandelure out second, so I need to be careful about how I handle her lead Pokemon, Kofagrigus. I lead with Robin Hood, who's abandoned the violence of close combat for the peaceful pacifism of Rain Dance.
What?
This will have the damage of Chandelure's Fire-type moves for a few turns. Though thanks to her 140 base special attack stat, crits are still an issue. Robin has a Rossberry in case Kofagrigus hits a Will-O-Wisp, but she doesn't. A second Dark Pulse takes out Kofagrigus on the third turn of Rain, so I switch to Selena, who even with the special defense investment and the Rain Up, takes a non-insignificant amount of damage from Fire
Go on, get a kill, get a kill.
A crit here would now just straight up kill Selena.
Get a crit, please, please, please get a crit.
Just ends up missing, meaning that we successfully hit her with a Thunder Wave, which Aggron can learn for whatever reason. At least Aladdin can come in, outspeed, and then kill her with an Earthquake. But Selena actually ends up coming in clutch and connecting with the Rock Slide on the next turn, which thanks to our held Rock Gem is enough to one-shot Chandelure before Selena gets completely cooked.
That's unfortunate.
Is out next, so I switch to Ben Gates, who gets hit pretty hard by an Earthquake. With leftovers and Shell Armor though, we're able to safely hit Golurk with an Iron Head before taking one more Earthquake. But Ben Gates doesn't seem to be able to survive another Earthquake, so I do have to switch to Hamburglar. Thanks to their sturdy ability, they're able to hang on from a ×4 super effective Earthquake.
I wish we could use... We're not doing libs on one with sturdy. I feel like that's too cheap.
A Steel Gem boosted Flash Cannon takes out Golurk. Though at that HP, the gem was definitely overkill. Chantel sends out Drifblim.
You haven't won yet. Come on, Drifblim.
To Aladdin. After shrugging off a Shadow Ball, we hit the spooky balloon with a Rock Slide that leaves her with a Sliver. Drifblim just hits another weak Shadow Ball. Then Chantel heals, so not wanting to risk a miss, I switch to Iron Head. That just leaves Bayonet, but in rather anticlimactic fashion, he falls to a single Earthquake, winning us the final fight against the Elite Four.
Damn it. We did get Elite Four with no deaths. It's something.
Time for the final battle.
I need everything to die in this fight.
The fight
against
Champion Iris.
I need you to lose.
At this point, I've managed to skate through this challenge deathless, but Iris was a whole nother deal. Never mind
up until this point,
Dragon Dancing Haxorus with Earthquake, she also has a Hydreigon and a Druddigon that both have fire and fighting type moves. There wasn't a doubt in my mind that we were going to lose some friends in this fight. The real question was just how many.
Let's go, Iris, let's go! Let's go, Iris, let's
Iris
go!
leads with her Hydreigon, so I lead with Robin Hood. Fortunately, we're able to outspeed and take her out with an Expert Belt boosted Aura Sphere. Robin is fast enough to outspeed neutral Hydreigon, but if she had a plus speed nature and we didn't outspeed, there's a very good chance that this thing would have just swept my entire team. So that's a relief. But now Druddigon comes out, and I have to sacrifice Robin Hood for the good of the team.
Yes.
We need to get damage onto her here. Even
Yes.
though Robin likely doesn't survive the sheer force life orb boosted focus blast that's coming her way. So, with a heavy heart, I have the goodest of boys fire off a Dragon Pulse, which is sure to be his final attack.
Yes, let it die.
Okay,
let it
so
die.
side note here, folks. There is an almost 0 chance for Robin Hood to be able to kill Druddigon from full HP at this level. Here's the damage calc for a Druddigon with a neutral nature. As you can
Are
see,
you fucking kidding me? Did I just get baited?
it's literally impossible to get this kill with Robin Hood's current special attack stat. This means that Druddigon has to have a minus special defense nature.
Oh,
But
come
even
on.
then, there is only one single damage roll out of 16 damage
come
rolls
on.
that gets the kill on Druddigon.
That's so
ridiculously
unfair.
lucky. Seems like it's almost too good to be true, right?
Yes.
Turns out it is. After the end of this challenge, which we'll get back to in a second, I decided to do a bit of independent research. You know, put that PhD to good use.
No one's
I had a
gonna
hunch
die.
that maybe the increase in level in challenge mode didn't actually cause an appropriate increase in the stats of the Pokemon. The level increase in challenge mode does not accurately increase the stats of the enemy's Pokemon. Now,
Of
stats
all
can
of
still
them?
change based on differences
Wow,
in IVs and
that's-
natures between
that's
the different
insane.
difficulty modes, but even so, this means that hardcore Nuzlocks in challenge mode are arguably easier than in normal mode, since your Pokemon technically have an unintended level advantage.
That's
I
so
mean, sure,
funny.
the teams in challenge mode have buffed movesets and items.
What a scam.
But still, this is a pretty baffling oversight. Hopefully,
Motherfuckers at Game Freak do one goddamn hard mode in a video game and they can't even program
you
it
learned
right.
something new today, because I sure did. But anyways,
Bad
let's
game.
rather inelegantly head back to the final fight of the run. Because I didn't have to sack Robin to Druddigon here, this all becomes much easier than I was expecting.
No.
Aggron comes in next and gets eviscerated by an
We're
Aura
really
Sphere
not gonna
from
get
Robin.
it?
Fourth for Iris is her Haxorus, and I figured that I would now have to sacrifice Robin Hood, but as I go for Bulldoze to lower Haxorus's speed and break her Focus Sash,
God
she just
damn
goes
it.
for Dragon Dance instead of Earthquake.
This
And
AI
then, because of
sucks.
the speed drop from Bulldoze, Robin still outspeeds on the next turn, and is able to kill her with a
Why do I
strong
ever bet
Dragon
on the
Pulse.
AI?
So fifth is Lapra. She
Oh,
does
please.
survive a super effective
Oh
Aura
my
Sphere with
God.
a Sliver, but then she just misses Sing like a grade A sucker.
Okay, that's definitely
After
lives
Iris
on one.
heals with a full restore, 2 more Aura Spheres finish off the Blind Sea Monster. And just like that, Iris is down to her 6th and final Pokemon, Archeops.
God damn it.
As great as it would be to finish
There's
the sweep
there's
with Robin
nothing gonna
Hood,
die?
a Flying Gem boosted Acrobatics is gonna do a crap ton of damage to my part fighting type friend. A Thunderbolt fries Iris's prehistoric poultry, winning us the battle and the run completely
damn.
deathless.
That's insane.
With
What
that-
the fuck? Deathless?
It's really hard to express how much it means to me that people continue to support me and my silly little videos. If you enjoyed watching, it'd be great if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel. Or don't.
There we go. Okay, you know what? That's a W. So it turns out that tell viewers to subscribe was actually the whole board. So we definitely won. Let's go.